Hey guys, today we are gonna study applied ethics. So, applied ethics is branch of ethics that deals with practical application of moral principles to real life issues. So basically it is how we put our knowledge into practice. It is analysis of specific controversial moral issues. So now we are going to see how we can apply ethics in environment. So environment ethics is a branch of moral philosophy that deals with the study of relationship between humans and environments from ethical perspectives. As we know that resources are limited and ecosystem and wildlife protection are important, we have to understand how we can do this with our sustainable development goals. So what issues come here in environment ethics? These are deforestation, pollution, global warming, and animal culling, which is legally killed to control population. And what ethical examples we can give here? These are Chipko movement, protest by locals in Mumbai for Array Forest, the Wildlife Protection Acts, and Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. And what are the key points we can use in environmental ethics? So it is the human-environment relationship, sustainable development, judicious use of environmental resources, protection of species and wildlife, and global cooperation. Here, Mahatma Gandhi has also said a quote that there is enough for everyone's needs, but not enough for anyone's greed. So with this, we complete our environmental ethics. So now we move on to cyber ethics. It is the study of right and wrong conduct in digital world. Its purpose is to guide internet users toward responsible, safe, and respect for personal information of others. The key aspects of the cyber ethics involve privacy, digital responsibility and accountability, respecting human rights and avoiding cyberbullying and cyber abuse. Also, respecting intellectual rights of people. We have to prevent cyber crimes and cyber frauds. And nowadays a deepfake is also coming, which are also against the cyber ethics conducts. We should promote honesty and identify theft. Now we move on ethical AI. So ethical AI refers to design, development and use of artificial intelligence systems in a way which is fair, accountable, transparent and aligned with human values. Basically we have to use AI in a judicious manner. So the key points here are data privacy, using AI responsibly, showing accountability while manufacturing and using AI tools, bias and discrimination should be prevented, and it should be against human rights violation. So next is bioethics. Bioethics is what deals with ethical issues in the field of human biology and biotechnology. Its key aspects involve privacy. For example, a patient tests positive for HIV and the test company gives a result to a drug company. So it is basically invasion of the privacy of that particular patient. Now, second aspect is cloning. For example, human cloning has been banned. Third is abortion. That some countries allow abortion and some do not allow abortion. But the main aspect comes is biopiracy, the practice of commercially exploiting naturally biological reserves that restricts its further use while failing to pay fair compensation to the community from which it originates. For example, there is a case where a US company is selling native Indian rice without compensation to the Indian farmers and has taken international patents for the same. Medical ethics aims to guide doctors, nurses, and medical professionals act ethically so that patients are treated in a fair and responsible manner. Its key aspects involve informed consent, attachment with patient with due empathy and compassion, and passive euthanasia, which is allowed in India, which is a right to dignified death. Then the fourth thing is prescription. Doctors sometimes add unnecessary medicines and tests which are unethical. So this is something which comes with conflicts with ethical origins of biology. Next is patient identity. It should be a privacy of the patient and doctor. Coming up is media ethics. It refers to adherence to ethical principles and conducts in the field of journalism and communication. It aims to ensure that media delivers fair, accurate, unbiased, and independent reporting. Its key points involve first, being independent and without pressure. The pressure can be from political, business, financial, religious, social, or competition aspects. But the media should always be independent and it should not be focused on TRP basis. Second is truthfulness. Media should always avoid giving fake news. Third is the confidentiality of its sources. Media should always have a trusted sources and hide their identity. The fourth is reporting in public interest. The media is often considered as the fourth pillar of democracy in India and it should report in the interest of people. So next is administrative ethics. It is very important for persons who are preparing for the UPSC CSC examinations for administrative posts in Indian government. So what are administrative ethics? It are adherence to principles and values of ethics within public administration. So it involves honesty and integrity, where we can give example of IS Ashok Khemka, who got 66 transfer in 34 years of his service. Second is fairness and impartiality. The third aspect is empathy and compassion towards work. Fourth is objectivity. Decisions should be based on merit and facts. Fifth should be tolerance. Sixth aspect is dedication to public services. Here key points are system should be accountable, transparency should be there, decision making should be on an ethical basis, and public grievances shall be served. Here Woodrow Wilson has said a famous statement that government out to be all outside and no inside. Everybody knows that corruption thrives in secret places and avoids public places, and believe it a fair presumption that secrecy means impropriety. Now the last topic is war ethics. War ethics refer to moral principles that determine when and how war should be fought, ensuring that human values and ethical standards are upheld during the conflict. Key points are: first, just cause. There should be a justified reason for waging a war. Second, war should be the last resort. Third, there should be discrimination between soldiers and innocent citizens. Fourth, there should be humane treatment of prisoners of war. Fifth, war should be waged by legitimate authority. Sixth, proportionality. Benefits should outweigh the cost of war. Seventh is post-war peace. So we have covered today the important topics of applied ethics which are being asked in UPSC examination nowadays. I hope you understand it and do like, share and subscribe. And I will make sure to bring such content again and again.